The favourite part of what I do is arranging and conducting funerals, because that of course is what we're all about. Death makes everyone aware of their own mortality. We have to have a certain amount of black humour. You'll get indigestion eating that quickly. Slow down.
We've got to go in 5 minutes.
No. Never found it difficult because I've grown up in it, in the funeral industry. My father, my grandfather and my great-grandfather were all funeral directors, so I grew up very much in an environment of funerals. Death was just part of what we did, and father was a funeral director and we knew what he did. It was always explained to us, we understood it, and so death was just a way of life for us. When I was younger, and we probably go to Mum's for Sunday lunch, funerals completely dominated the conversation. Now it's not quite so bad, but we still do it.
So Nigel's wife, Penny, Nigel and Penny's children. We've got Ben. Matt, he's Jackie's nephew. He's our stonemasons manager. Then Ben's wife, Emma, our marketing manager. Times have changed. The chapels goes all the way around. And we have one where if they, like mostly seeing the deceased in a bed, we have a bedroom. Where the body goes on the bed.
Sleek, sophisticated, seductive. The new Millennium Edition Crown Royal Funeral Coach. Because your loved one deserves the very best in style and comfort.
I trained as a teacher. My brother did a business studies degree, then accountancy. My nephew did business studies degree. My niece, she did a genetics degree. So we all brought something into the company. There was absolutely no assumption that I would want to go in the business, and there was no suggestion that there would be room for me either. Most people have got families, be it children or grandchildren, and they like to spend time with their families. Most people like to have a drink. This is just a cover that stays on there whilst the coffin's in chapel, but it means we can move it. So we'll check the identification on the both sides. Oh, I've got the pen in my pocket. 168, yeah. I'm sorry. May the deliver family funeral service, Jeff speaking, good afternoon, may I help you? Hello? Hello? Well, I often think I'm married to work, really, because I'm not married. Right. Each family is made to feel that the funeral that we're dealing with for them is the only funeral we're dealing with, when in reality any one funeral director may have 8, 10, 12 funerals that they are dealing with simultaneously. The funeral that we've just attended, the gentleman arrived with us yesterday. He died in hospital, so we collected him from the hospital, we dressed him in his own clothes supplied by the family, we prepared him and presented him for the family to pay their last respects. He was then placed in the coffin that they had chosen, so once our funeral director met with the family and they'd chosen the coffin style, that would be prepared. It can be very time consuming because we have things to do, apart from selecting vehicles and coffin and floral tributes and the printing and the press notice and arranging for the body to be prepared and dressed and presented. It's very, very time consuming, and each family, their funeral is the only funeral, and that's the way it should be.
Hello, Mrs. Carr, it's Jane speaking. Hello.
It's not that long.
Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss, bless you. Okay.
It's fine.
Very uninspiring, isn't it? When we're dealing with death, other people's grief all the time, then we could easily get bogged down by that. And working as a team, getting team support, sharing a joke together is really important. Coffin's always carried feet first. If you see it on television, it's always the wrong way around. Oh, generally the wrong way around. Thank you.
Yeah, fortunately we've got a few 6 bearers, I think. I ain't got time for any more. The jacket, you can have one if you want.
You can
Can I pinch your chin?
Help yourself to my chips, because I don't want that many. I'll just sit and eat them, I do. I'm hungry, but... Have some of those to eat.
Oh, thank you very much.
I'll take a couple more, then you can have the rest. Actually, you'll see us leaving from here, because it's quite interesting. But I'm going to put those down now with Jane. One more chip. I'll definitely do that. Jane?
Throw a jacket from it by herself.
Where's Adi?
I know she'd forgot.
Where's Adi?
Mm.
Has she gone home?
Yeah, David now.
Oh, we weren't late, Mark. We were just pulling in as Jackie was pulling out in the car. She'd come a bit earlier. Oh. And Nigel and we got asked her.
I think people are scared of not their own death, but they think they're scared of probably dying rather than death itself. And I think there's been a lot of mystique surrounding death, but now if you look at television, every soap opera has some form of funeral on it every week. There are lots and lots of media publicity about funerals, about deaths, about rituals, and so really funerals have come out into the open.
They've gone all foreign nowadays, haven't they? Those down there are nice. Just like Dorrie Nobbitt's front room wallpaper.
Don't be daft, hers are much bigger and pink.
I like those. My Harry used to buy flowers like those when we were courting.
Alstroemeria.
Oh, smell those, Betty. Really nice. Mind you, I don't agree with it, you know. Not when they're in full bloom like that and all. Well, they don't last, do they?
What did you say he'd done?
Electrocuted himself.
Aye, that's right. Knew at it, was he?
My Harry said he had 10 years' experience behind him.
Give over.
Was one of the best, my Harry said.
You'll settle for the chrysanths, then.
Well...
We'll take a bunch, love.
Do you think they'll do?
They'll do.
Oh,
What's up now?
those little blue ones on the end.
No, I was on a beach once in Mallorca on a topless beach, and a man came up to me. It was before I came back to Nottingham. I was working in the funeral industry, training elsewhere. I said, "Oh, I know you. You did my mum's funeral," and I was horrified. It was a long time ago. I was horrified because suddenly I felt completely exposed. In fact, I was exposed. But it's, I think Joe Public doesn't always realise that funeral directors do have a normal life.